fucking tired of gnomes in my fucking house. I'm a gnome! Why are you here? Listen, I don't want no fucking gnomes in my house, that's a fact. I don't want no fucking gnomes in my house, that's a fact. No!
like I can see my voice. Okay, I'm just gonna do it a cappella. I'm not a gnome to take a gnome. Every gnome, come take my gnome. We'll walk this gnome together through the gnome. Whatever gnome, call the gnome. Just letting you know that you're not a gnome. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same gnome. And then it goes, you can try to read my gnome off of this paper before I know him. But you won't take the gnome out of these words before I know them. Cause ain't no way I'm letting you stop me from causing gnome. When I say I'm a gnome, something I know it. I don't give a gnome what you think. I'm doing this for gnome, so know the world feeding gnomes. It's gnomed up and things are stopping me. I'll be what I know out to be. Without a gnome, unknowingly. And all those that gnome down on me, I'm tearing down your gnominy. No ifs, ands, or gnomes. Don't try to gnome on why a gnome he can be. From gnome down to the last gnome album, he's still gnoming. Whether he's a gnome paid normally, until he gnomes out or he gnomes his bows out of him. Whichever gnome's first, for better or for gnome. He's married to the gnome, like gnome you for Christmas. His gift is a gnome, forget the gnome. He's got the urge to pull his gnome from the dirt and gnome the whole universe. I'm not a gnome to take a gnome. Every gnome, come take my gnome, come take my, we'll walk this gnome together through the gnome. Whatever gnome, call the gnome. Just letting you know that you're not a gnome. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same gnome. Okay, quit playing with the gnomes and shit. Cut the gnome. I shouldn't have to rhyme these gnomes in the gnome for you to know that it's a gnome. You said you was gnome, you lied through your gnome. For that, gnome your feelings. Instead of getting crowned, you getting gnomed into the fans. I'll never let you gnome again. I'm gnome. I promise to never go gnome on that gnome. In fact, let's be gnome. That last gnome CD was gnome. Perhaps I ran them gnomes into the ground. Relax, I ain't going back to that gnome. All I'm trying to say is get gnome. Click clack gnome, cause I haven't played a gnome. There's a game called gnome and I don't know how. I'm way too up to gnome down, but I think I'm still trying to gnome this gnome out. I thought I had it mapped out, but I guess I didn't. This fucking gnome cloud still follows me around. It's time to gnome these demons. These motherfuckers are doing gnome tracks now. I'm not a gnome, I'm not a gnome. Take a gnome, take a gnome. Every gnome, come take my gnome. We'll walk this gnome together through the gnome. Whatever weather, call the gnome. Just letting you know that you're not a gnome. Holla if you feel like you've been down the same gnome. There's like 3 more verses, but I really don't. I prefer not to. I don't want. Gnome cloud.